The best thing on her. I don't know why you can put me down. Shit, I am the shit.
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This is my city, yeah, this is my team. If you talking and talking me nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights. Better get right, champion. The game is in trouble, I've been in my depth for the piece of the puzzle, I got it for real. Still keep me going, I wake up and hustle, you won't see me buckle, I've been in the field. Man of the town, you been in your fields, I'm adjusting this crown. Call me your majesty, either that or your tragedy. We shutting everything down. I've been hot like somebody put a candle on them. Off top, I don't really stand opponents, this mine. The moment is run out and start a bunch of pandemonium. More game, I got some, the skill is bar one, y'all done, the game in the coffin. Referee scream rest in peace and think twice if you next to me. It's West. This ain't no regular thing. I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking and talk to me nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights. Better get right, champion. It's our repetition, I'm stacking these trophies. I'm good with addition, I spit like a pastor, I give you the vision. Up early morning, enough of the sleeping. My life is a dream, but you wishing you lived it. Haters get livid, my pocket's Pacific, that's deep if you get it. So therapeutic, I sleep on the critics. Don't feel like competing, I'm hearing these crickets. Whoa, let me switch the flow, a new bounce. Coming to the den with a lion, I'm gon' pounce. Know I've been a king for a while, got a ring and a crown. That's the bling with the blow, what the team is about. Champions, you can tell by the ambience of this sound. Referee scream rest in peace and think twice if you never see me, just no doubt. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. If you talking and talk to me nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking and talk to me nice, I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right, champion.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you tuned in to the one and only Big Hank Sports Review. Yeah. Basketball, football, breaking it down for you. Yeah. Now vibe with me. Like, comment, subscribe, oh yeah. Kick back, enjoy the ride. Basketball, football, talking that truth. Sports review with Hank, bringing the proof. Big Hank Sports. Like, comment, subscribe, kick back, enjoy the ride. Basketball, football, talking that truth. Sports review with Hank, bringing the proof. Step on the court, feel the sneaker squeak. Hank call a play like a coach unique. Fast break vision, highlight reel. He breaking down the stats with that southern feel. On the field, end zone, crowd gon' roar. Touchdown energy, we want more. So if you want the game from a real point of view, better show love, like, comment, subscribe to. Like, comment, subscribe, say what. Big Hank, keep the game alive. Basketball, football, talking that truth. Sports review with Hank, bringing the proof. Live Hank Sports Review. NBA nights, NFL days. Hank break it down in so many ways. From the block to the pocket, the hustle, the grind. Every story hit different when Hank defines. Laughs in the flow, but the game stay tight. He shine the spotlight where it feel just right. Sports and the culture, it's more than a vibe. It's the truth and the groove. Come on, subscribe. Now don't wait, don't hesitate. Click that button, elevate. Join the tribe, be part of the crew. Sports review with Hank coming straight to you. Like, comment, subscribe, yeah. Keep the channel alive. Basketball, football, talking that truth. Sports review with Hank, bringing the proof. Hank Sports Review. Review.
Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday. Guys, we see the thumbnail. Y'all see what it is? Good Monday, guys. Back in the base again for another sports recap as well as a GIST NFL. And we know what it is. It's NBA time. You know, last week we crowned a champion with the UCLA Bruins for the ladies, the Michigan Wolverines for the men. Man, the Big Ten's on the road right now, ain't they? The Big Ten is on. The Big Ten won a football championship with Indiana. Shout out to the Hoosiers. They won a basketball men's with Michigan. And it's adopted Big Ten program at UCLA, because we know UCLA is really a Pac-12. But that's a different conversation. Currently, right now, they're in the Big Ten, so they got to claim it. It is what it is. But they balling right now. They are conference of champions. You got to respect that. You got to respect that. So, guys, with that being said, it is what it is. But that was college. That's college. We can't worry about college. We got to focus on what's going on right now. And what's going on right now, we got the NBA playoffs. The bracket's set. It's locked in. It is what it is. We're going to start games on Tuesday. Huh? The game starts Tuesday, April the 14th. Game 1 in the East, the Eastern Conference play-in tournament. You have the Miami Heat and the Charlotte Hornets, 10 against 9. April the 7th, April the 14th at 7:30 p.m. Later that night, we have the Trailblazers that plays the Phoenix Suns at 10 p.m. Eastern. That's what we got. Of course, April the 15th, we got game 2. You got the Magic going against the 76ers at 7:30. And the night game, you have the Warriors and the Clippers. For game 3, the winner of game 2 will play the loser of game 1. And the winner of game 1 plays loser game 2. Same thing in the Eastern, 7:30. It is what it is. So right now, Oklahoma City Thunder, we'll play the AC, whichever one that is. Whoever that's going to be. That's who they play. The Spurs play the winner between Phoenix and Portland. The Nuggets play Minnesota. The Lakers play Houston. That's already set. That's the 4 and 5. The Eastern Conference. Detroit plays the winner of that's going to be the AC to be determined. Boston plays the winner between Orlando and Philly. The Knicks play the winner, plays Atlanta, and Cleveland plays Toronto. That's already set. So Tuesday, we got action. We got live action, NBA action starting at 7:30. Now, I know a lot of you guys may not be NBA fans, and that's okay. It's like that. But it's something to watch. I tell you another thing I've been watching. I've been watching the UFL. So locally here in my state, I'm gonna get back on the NBA. Locally here in my state, we have a UFL team. And right now they 0-3. They call the Louisville Kings. And they ain't shit right now. They not winning. They not winning games. The games were close. Went into overtime, and they just came up short. Unfortunately, it is what it is. What can you say? They're going to have to turn it around. They're going to have to turn it around. I mean, it was an exciting game. I watched the game. The game was exciting. I enjoyed watching the game. I haven't had my opportunity yet to go to a game, but I will be definitely make sure I check it out for sure. I will be making sure I check out a game. Unfortunately, I was playing on a Friday. You know, you get off of work on Friday, you got to come home, take a shower, then go to the you got a whole lot going on. Now, I'm looking forward to looking on the schedule and catching one of them good Saturday games. My man Vibe Soul, shout out to you. Even though You misspelled my name, but I'm not going to charge it again, but charge it to your mind and not your heart. Right on. Right on. Hopefully, y'all do me a solid, hit that like button, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't done that set. Right on. Make sure you do that. I appreciate it. So that's how right now I'm getting my fix as far as the football. Now we all know we in a couple of weeks we have a NFL draft coming up on that Thursday, first round. And of course, the second round's on the Friday. Your second and third round, and then you got your Saturdays, which your fourth through the seventh. We got that coming up. That's going to be a little bit of something for the football heads to enjoy and to talk about. But as far as the football game, man, ain't nothing like the NFL. And that's always the beautiful thing about it. There's always something to talk about in the NFL. My man asked the question, who is your favorite team? My favorite team is the Chicago Bears. That's my team. Shout out to the Bears. Had a good season, what we call a 180 type season compared to what we was. Because the record where we was this year was the opposite. We was 5-12 last season. This past season, we was 11-6. That's a dramatic difference for my squad. And I see the growth. Looking forward to the draft. I'm going to definitely make sure I do a mock draft. We definitely going to talk about it. Make sure y'all are here because I want to see and hear about what you think y'all teams may need. What is your team looking for in order to be better? Who is your team? You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all guys I do know. I know I have a Texans fan. I know I got a 49ers fan. I know we got some Baltimore Ravens fans. We got a few Carolina fans in here, some Pittsburgh Steelers fans, and the sorry-ass Cowgirls. I'm sorry. I keep saying, I mean the Cowboys. Even seen a Green Bay fan. I'm trying to figure out where the hell they come from. God damn it. FGB around here. FGB all day, every day. Now, if you're a Green Bay fan, it's cool. I ain't going to hold it against you. You just made a bad decision. And that's not my fault. I blame your parents for allowing that shit to happen. Your daddy should have told you better. Shame on that man. But no, all jokes aside, you got fans of all fan base over here, and I appreciate every last one of you guys being here. Hopefully, y'all do me a favor and hit that goddamn like button. You goddamn right. If you ain't subscribed, do what you got to do so you can be subscribed, because it's the thing to do. It's always good to be subscribed to the basement. The basement is where to be at. It's the place to be. You understand what I'm saying? But guys, with that said, that's what we talking about. We talk about football. We talk about baseball. We talk about a little bit of other sports. I'm not a big baseball guy. I do watch it every once in a while, mainly because, I know, some people go on actually maybe speak on. I'm going to speak on some certain things, some big things going on. I'm not going to, all the intricacy about baseball, I'm not going to talk about because I don't know it. I ain't going in front. I don't know everything about baseball. I don't. But we're going to have a conversation if y'all decide we're going to have a conversation. But, when it comes to the playoffs, I'll get into it. World Series, we're going to talk about it. Boxing, UFC, all that. Yeah, we're going to talk about that too. The big smash is going. Look here. You know what I'm seeing now? I'm seeing wrestling. Wrestling. Not that old. Some people going to get offended. That fake shit. That WWE bullshit, that OVC shit, that's still, I don't even know. NWO shit, that's just, I don't know if it's around anymore. But y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about real wrestling, college wrestling, high school type wrestling, elementary, middle school age wrestling. But this ain't what it is. These are grown men. Olympic style wrestling. And I've been seeing that. I watched a couple matches. I don't know who the hell they are, but it was exciting. My man Anthony said, Marvin Hewler, my favorite. Now, who is he? I don't know nothing about him. Explain that guy to me. Is he a wrestler? I don't know. he is, I'm gonna have to definitely make sure to look him up. Let me look this guy up. Marvin. See what Marvin's about. See what he's all about. Let me look at his bio. Marvin Hewler. Who's that guy? Let's see who we talking about. We're gonna look him up. See what Marvin's all about. Well, I don't know who that is. Did I misspell it? No, I didn't misspell it. They gave me the option to Marvin Hagler. I know who Marvin Hagler is. Not Marvin Hewler. Is that who you meant? Did you mean Marvin Hagler? Now, maybe that's who he meant. I don't know. I looked up the Hewler guy. They didn't come up on Marvin Hagler came up. Now, back in the days, Marvin Hagler was a beast. I remember that fight between him and Sugar Ray Leonard. I remember that. That fight between him and Tommy Hearns. Tommy the Hitman Hearns. Roberto Duran. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Huh? Stone Hands, they used to call him, I think was his nickname. What was it, Stone Hands? I think that's what it was. I think that's what they used to call him. Stone Hands or something like that. That dude was tough, man. That dude was tough. He one of those boys, man, you damn near had to kill him to get him down. He didn't play. Now, they did do a movie about him. I forgot what the name of the movie was. I forgot what the name of that movie was, man. But I remember seeing it. It's almost like a biopic. But that dude was tough, man. That dude was tough. Hands of Stone, that's what it was called. That's what it was called. Hands of Stone. That's the one that had Usher in it. Usher played Sugar Ray Leonard. So, I mean, a great movie. I haven't seen it completely. I watched the first beginning of it. I didn't get to finish it all. But I know you could. Before when I got started on it, I was watching it on Netflix. But you know, some of you guys got y'all bootleg sites that y'all like to use. I'm just saying. Some of y'all got like them bootleg sites. I ain't gonna sit there front. I got one. I got some too. That's how I watch my football games. That's how I watch all sports. That's how I got a hold of this guy there wrestling. I was watching this wrestling. I'll tell you what it was. I was watching on Fox. I was watching something on Fox. And then that commercial came on about the wrestling. And so I looked it up on my site. Shout out to the bootleg sites. And then I just started watching it from there. I started watching from there. But yeah, look, I talk about that USC. I talk about boxing. We're going to talk about that. But boxing ain't really been giving us a lot of fights to really, I mean, you know, it depends on what you look. If you look for the heavyweight division, and I think boxing really moves based on the heavyweight division. If the heavyweight division is good, the boxing's going to be good. If it's not, not too many people like to talk about the middleweight, the flyweight, the light heavyweight. They don't like to talk about it. I mean, it's nice, but you ain't getting the knockouts. You ain't getting the big knockout blows in weight class. Not majority of the time. Them heavyweights, man, that boys be knocking folks out, man. And then only if you got certain fights like somebody like Terrence Crawford or somebody like that, you gonna watch the middleweights and the featherweights and all that. But if it ain't them, it's like I ain't watching that bullshit. So that's the only thing about boxing. And here in my state, we got Derby coming up. First weekend in May, Derby. So you guys into the horses, you make sure you check in with me because I'm gonna give you a couple long shots. Your boy gonna put a few coins on. I do it every year. I budget for a certain amount of money. I'm gonna put on some horses, and I bet for the long shot. They usually start off like 50-1. They end up like about 44 to 1, or 45 to 1, or 40 to 1, or something like that. But you got to think every dollar you put on that, got to multiply. So if I put $10 on a horse to go off 50-1, that's $500 take home. Now, of course, it's not gonna be the take home, but they're gonna do their thing, right? They're gonna do their thing. They gotta get their fees and taxes and all that shit. But 500. Say you make it 20. Say you make it 20. That's 1,000. It's 1K, and you keep going up. Now I remember one time I put a $50 spot. It was only on one horse. End up by the time it got to the actual day, because normally they'll pull it. They'll do the postings on. When I say the posting, that means where they're gonna be at in the race. So normally they put that on like Wednesday. They do the drawings, right? And then your odds will come out. Usually about the same day. So by the time it got to race day, race number, I think it was end up being like race number 13. End up at like about 44, 45 to 1. Still was good. But I put a whole $50 spot. Now I took 5 long shots. I put $10 on all of those. So I had a $10 plus a $50 on that one horse. I came out clean. I'm not gonna say the amount. That's irrelevant. Then Sam gonna be looking for his money, and I don't want to. I'm all for less government, less taxes. So we're not gonna go into the amount. This is irrelevant, but just know your boy won. Ain't one like that since then. I've been chasing a high ever goddamn since, and for some reason I can't get it. But it was fun that day. We partied that night. Let me tell you, we went to like all the Black Derby events we was at. Me and the ex on your boy. When Griff had a party, we was there. We had a Oaks Day party, we was there. They had some type of tennis shoe party, we was there. So we was there. We was out on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Man, we was on the Bella Lova, is what we call the boat, and we had some brothers on there. Let me say that. Yeah. Shout out to the white horse riders. Shout out to the goat riders. Shout out to the brothers who know what I'm talking about, who crossed the desert, the sands, huh? Shout out to all the guys. How long is your goddamn cable tow? I ain't got to say no more. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. I'm going to leave it there. So we had a party on the Bell. Had a good time. And you know, black folks gonna bring food on the bed. Man, I remember donating. I said, man, here, go get some chicken. We got about 3 buckets of chicken. KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Shout out to KFC. Another lady had a couple Kroger bags full of drinks. I'm talking about them unauthorized drinks. Now, those you had to sneak in. You couldn't get the alcohol over there. You had to sneak those in. Yeah, we had to do the other thing to get the back. We figured it out. They wasn't patting nobody goddamn down. So yes, you best believe we had a couple flashes. Now I don't drink. I'm not a drinker, huh? But I enjoyed the festivities. I brought my cigarette. You see a humidor back there? I had a couple of them stogies with me. Now, it was during the time you could smoke it on an open air thing, so it was fine. They smoking area was at the top deck of the boat. So you went up there, smoke your cigarettes, smoke your stogies. Some people smoking other things. We're not gonna go get into that either. Shout out to the other things. But do me a favor, hit that goddamn like button. I'm telling these goddamn stories.
Push the goddamn button.
You're goddamn right. Push the goddamn button. I appreciate every last one of you. If you're gonna watch it on replay, make sure y'all hit that button.
Push the goddamn button.
If you're watching it right now, you should have already hit the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
If you haven't hit the button yet, shame on your ass that you not hit the button. Hit the button right now. Here's your chance.
Push the goddamn button.
You're goddamn right. But man, like I said, I hit a lick, man. We partied all weekend. You couldn't tell me shit. Had a good time. Shout out to the horses. Shout out to the ponies, as we like to call them. I know that's right. Shout out to the sister. Said, I hit the like button. Hey? God damn it. I don't know about the rest of these hard ankles and these tenderfoots, but I hit that goddamn like button. Miss Nick, I appreciate you. Shanika, I appreciate you. Thank you, man. Shout out to you for hitting that goddamn like button. Some of these old lump of the logs probably didn't do it. That's shame on them. I don't see y'all sleep at night if you ain't hit that goddamn like button. Goddamn it.
Push the goddamn button.
That's what you need to do. Y'all heard what Ming said. Hit the goddamn button. Shout out to Rush Hour. Great movie. One of Chris Tucker's classic. That and Being Smokey and Friday. The original. But it's that time of season in my city, in my state. Now, for you guys who are not in the state where y'all can bet on horse races, you can go on the Twin Spires and create an account. You can bet some horses. If you look on, I think DraftKings, I think they allow you to do it. Maybe even FanDuel, they may allow you to do it. Some of y'all guys probably don't give a shit about them damn horses. I understand. We're the part of you, I don't give a shit about them horses. But when is the time, I care about them horses. You know, some of y'all may even go to a gather, hit that barbecue, and y'all may be pulling horses out of the hat. We do that too. We do that too. Oh, we always got that one guy in our area who's gonna go to the track. Because see, back in the days, you had to actually go to the track and bet, or bet with a bookie. And you don't always want to trust a bookie, especially when you put a long shot bet. You think that bookie come in, I ain't trusting that guy, that bookie. We ain't got that type of relationship. I'm going to the track. I'm gonna get my ticket and I'm gonna sit in front of the TV. Hey, I don't give a shit what y'all do. Give me about 3 minutes so I can watch my horse win. If I don't win, hell with that horse. Put that goddamn horse out the pass for all I care. But if that horse win, I love that horse. Hey, horse, oats on me this weekend. A barrel of straw on me, big brother. You got that. Huh? A fifth of water. You got me. I got you. No problem. I got you. I got you, Mr. Ed. I got your sea biscuit. Get you some. I'm just saying. It's that time of season. So I'm gonna be over talking about it. I'm gonna be over here putting my money down. Matter of fact, I may even go do a recording and show me going to the track. Now I ain't gonna go to the track. I'm going to our I think what is that place called? Our gambling place we got here. God damn it. I don't know. I'll be there. They charge you $25 to get in, which is crazy work. But that's what it is. So I paid it in just to donate my goddamn money and lose it. Guys, if y'all decide y'all want to send me a goddamn super chat, I promise you, people. Help me fix my vices, my habits of gambling on these goddamn horses. Right up there, you see that QR code? That's gonna go straight to my Cash App. You can hit that for me. I appreciate it. Or if you decide you want to send a super chat, I appreciate you too. Either way, it's all good. I promise I will appreciate it. Right on. You will hear that when I have a Cash App or super chat come through. Right on. All callers are standing by to take your order. Hey man, sometimes you gotta laugh at yourself. Sometimes you gotta do it. Right now, I'm in the midst going back and forth. My son is texting me trying to set up his visit for the month of May. So right now, my son is in the process of transferring schools, um, getting the opportunity to play in a different school on a higher level. So that opportunity is being blessed to him, and I appreciate him, and I'm happy for him. So I told him enjoy the moment. He's trying to set up a schedule so we can go down and visit the school. He's got a couple options. Don't want to say it right now because it's not for me to say. But when he finally make a decision, we decide, I will definitely share it with you guys. But let's enjoy the journey. Like my wife said, hit that goddamn like button. Goddamn it.
Push the goddamn button.
You're goddamn right. If you decide you want to donate, you can do that too. But I need for you guys to hit that button. Make sure you share. If you know somebody who likes sports, is in the sports, like talk sports, send them my way. I promise y'all, I appreciate it. Also, guys, I have created another channel. It's called Hinks Collectibles. I told you about it last week. I didn't want to go into the details. I didn't know if I was going to launch it on the 1st of May. I was going to go ahead and launch it the next week. Well, soon after I said it, I stayed in my office. I got working on it. I got the thumbnails. I got the things of pictures and images, and I want to upload. I did all of that. I said, I got to get this done. For my basement members, man, who's over the basement dwellers who over hanging out with me, you got to be a part of this. So, guys, do me a solid. Let me get a link so I can make it. I can have it up there for you guys so you can subscribe. Shame on me for not being prepared. That's my fault. If y'all want to hold that against me, I understand. I don't blame you. I would too. Y'all should. Because I should already had it up and ready. But I didn't. And I got to take an L on that. Right on? You live and you learn. Shout out to the life lessons. But I guess what I'm about to do, I'm about to get it up right now. I promise you that. I promise you that. I promise you that. We're going to have it right now. You're not going to I can't let my folks be short. So here we go. Here we go. So let me drop it here in the chat. So you guys can have it. Y'all can hit the link and subscribe to it. There we go. So all the channels going to have it. Just NFL, as well as you guys right here on Facebook. I have an opportunity to hit that link and joining Hinks Collectibles. Now, if you into the collectibles, you should already be over subscribed by that. If you ain't into it, but you just want to see what Hink has got going on and doing, make sure you subscribe. It'll be a great channel. You're going to see a lot of things that I'm not going to be putting on here. So like normally when I do my action figure / Funko Pop and album of the week, I post it on all my channels, on all my social medias, IG, TikTok, Facebook, over here, and all the other channels. But one thing I do on the Hinks Collectibles, I go even further. I shoot a video explaining why and what was my motivation behind me picking the certain albums and the certain videos and all of that. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I do over there. They're going to have a little bit more insight on certain things. So like when I go to these Comic-Cons, I'm going to shoot the video, shoot the material, and I was kind of doing it over here. I'm stopped doing it over here and just focus mainly on what I do over here, like between Pop the Balloon reaction and sports. I'm just going to strictly do those over here. And just only thing I show over here is the album of the week or the Funko Pop of the week or action figure of the week, and do that and leave it alone. And I'm going to start pushing it all over to my Hinks Collectible channel. So for the guys and the ladies who are into that type stuff, y'all can go over there, check it out. Let me know what you think. Make sure you leave something in the comment. Let me know what you think. I appreciate every last one of you guys being here. And I appreciate, you know why? Because I know y'all guys hit that like button.
Push the goddamn button.
You goddamn right. You're goddamn right. But with that being said, here we go. I want to make sure y'all guys had the opportunity of hitting that button. So as y'all can see, we got it right there. I want to make sure y'all have an opportunity of hitting that. I'm gonna definitely drop it in the link so y'all can make sure y'all hit that just in case somebody forgot to hit it. Shame on you. Shame on you. Here we go. Make sure we have that up there so y'all can make sure y'all hit that. Hink's new channel, Hink's Collectibles. Again, I promise you, if you're someone who's in collecting albums, action figures, Funko Pops, you're gonna enjoy this channel. I promise you will. And with that being said, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. So I was just explaining my son's opportunities to go in to visit the school. We're trying to set up a schedule on that, trying to get all on one accord. Unfortunately, he's trying to schedule me around the same time. Baby girl's graduation is that next day, the 23rd. We can't do it on the 22nd. That's not a good day for me. So I told him I can't do it on that day. So, you know, we're trying to work things out, man, and get it done, get it over with. So we make sure we get a visit. I definitely want to make sure I get the opportunity to visit. And then, you know, you're trying to work with the other parent, you know, get things worked out. So that's the process right now. We're gonna get it worked out hopefully soon. Hopefully I'm gonna get the opportunity to go down there on the original date. I don't want to have to go another whole date because I want to be able to go down there and enjoy that experience with my son. So that's what I'm trying to do. Trying to work that out. But you know, that's just life. Life as a parent. Life as a parent of a student athlete. It's always something. It's always something. But with that being said, we talk about basketball. Let's get to this NBA. Because we got some hell of a matchups, right? And one of the matchups I really want to see is that Lakers and the Houston game. I think it's going to be a hell of a matchup. The Lakers been on the road here lately. Houston's been okay, but they kind of took a backslide. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But I think that's going to be a great matchup. That's probably going to be my game of the week as far as the Western Conference. Now, as far as the East, it may be that Knicks in Atlanta. You know, it may be that Knicks in Atlanta might be probably going to be your best match. Toronto's a joke. Cleveland's a goddamn joke. I have no faith in either one of them teams, especially Cleveland. We watched Cleveland be the #1 seed and lose in the second round. Some reason they can't get past the second round. They have a hard time in the second round. They're terrible. It is what it is. They got all the talent in the world, but they just can't get it together. That makes no sense to me. I'm not too fond of Donovan Mitchell. I was about to say Donovan McNabb. Goddamn. Football. Shout out to football. Not a big fan of Donovan Mitchell. I just don't think he can do it. He could do it at Utah, and I don't think he's going to be able to do it at Cleveland. Good in the regular season, postseason's trash. It is what it is. Now, I do like Barnes from the Toronto Raptors. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a pretty good player. I do like Jamal Mosley from the Cleveland Browns. I mean, excuse me, from the Cleveland Cavaliers. God damn, I can't even get it out. They got some pieces, man. They do got some pieces, but man, I don't know what it is. When it gets down to crunch time, boy, them boys fold. They fold bad. And when you're a team in that type of situation, you can't be doing that. Because we all know the East is probably the weakest. It's been probably the past 5-6 years now. I think the NBA champ won't come out the West again, like it has been doing the past few years. Of course, we know Boston won it a couple years ago, but it's an anomaly. Other than that, nobody really take the East serious since the days of Cleveland and LeBron. Of course, you had your one-off with the Toronto Raptors won one season. Boston won. Nobody else is coming out of it. The rest has been all the West. So if I was to pick the two teams that's going to play for the Eastern Conference Final, I'm taking the Boston Celtics and the New York Knicks. That's who's going to be playing for the Eastern Conference Finals. My opinion. That'd be the two teams I will see. And in the West, I think Oklahoma and San Antonio Spurs. That's who I like. But curious on what y'all think. What do y'all think about the East and who's going to come out the East as far as the final two for the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference? Who y'all think? Now I know you say, well, Hinkie went with the two favorites. I don't really see nobody else. I mean, I looked at it. I just don't see nobody else in them brackets, man, going to come out. Again, I know the Lakers has been on a nice little run, and that's all cool and fine and dandy. Of course, you got the Denver Nuggets, who has won the championship a few years ago. But some of them guys got a little age on them, so I don't know. They're gonna have a tough first round game against the Minnesota Timberwolves, and then after they do that, they're gonna have to face the San Antonios in order to make it to Oklahoma. So that's gonna be a tough road. I don't think Rockets the Lakers going to make it past the second round. They're done. Whoever wins that game, they're done after that. Because you got to go into the defending champs. Right now, I'm taking Oklahoma to go back to back. Looking at the odds right now, it's 43% chance on Oklahoma to run it back. I can see that. I can definitely see that. But I can't see nobody else really giving them a legitimate shot at it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. But who knows? Who knows? Again, if I would go and give out awards this year, MVP, most improved, defensive player of the year, sixth man of the year, I would say the Spurs got two of them. Wembley is defensive player of the year, and Kay Johnson as sixth man of the year. They got two of those award winners. Matter of fact, I would even give them the coach of the year too to the Spurs. Man, when I tell you the Spurs is balling, they balling. There was only a 2-game difference as far as the standings. In case y'all didn't know that. 2-game difference. That's saying a lot. Because I remember when the Spurs was out here just getting their head split in to get the first overall pick. I mean, that's what it was. So, who knows? I mean, if you had to put my money on that, I would definitely give it to them. I would definitely give it to them because look, let me say this. You got Mitch Johnson out there coaching his goddamn ass off. Coaching his ass off, man. You got Wembley balling, doing his thing. You got Kay Johnson, who's 6-man. You got De'Aaron Fox, who was traded a couple years ago over there and been flourishing ever since then. If you look at the standings, they end up at 62-20. The Thunders won 64 out of 18. 64-18. The last 10 games, the Spurs went 8-2. It was them two fighting for the Western Conference. There's a 10-game margin between the Nuggets and the Thunder. And that's with the Nuggets winning like 12 in a row. That's how far ahead they was. I'm just saying, man. Thunder Spurs, man, they playing at a whole different level than everybody else in the West. That's just the way it is. Now, Detroit Pistons, they ended up 60-22. But there's only a 4-game difference between the next team over, and only a 7 games difference between the Cleveland and the Knicks and the Pistons. It was a whole 10 games for Oklahoma compared to the next team as far as the third team and the fourth team. Of course, it was only 2 games between the Spurs and Thunder, but it was 10 between the Nuggets and the Thunder. It was 11 between the fourth one, and it was 13 between the fifth one. Well, in the East, it was just the opposite. There's only 8 teams between the fourth, 7 teams between the third, 4 between the second. Now, when you get down to the fifth, it's 14. But that's just how close it is. And even with the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, there's only 1 game difference. With the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, 1 game difference. One was 46-36. Another one 46-36. The other one was 45-37. Another one was 45-37. The 9th place was 44-34 and 43-39. That was it. Now, we talk about parity in the NBA. On the East, it is. I don't know. There's not much parity on the West. Your top teams are your top teams. But that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. But that's what makes, I guess, the NBA so different and special. You got 7 opportunities in order to get through the series. 7 games. There was a time the first round will be like the best out of 5. Then they changed it, all of them, best out of 7. I didn't agree with it, couldn't make the NBA run long, but we know it's all about money. NBA runs all the way to damn near the end of June. You won't know who your champion is after Juneteenth. That's just what it is. That's exactly what it is. But it's that time of season for the NBA. It's their time to shine. You know what I'm saying? It's their time to rise to the occasion. Nobody else is playing really. You got baseball, but that's just something totally different. As far as any of the, what we consider the major sports, NBA's on top. Now, of course, come draft time, the NBA is going to, take a backseat to the draft. That's automatic. The draft's going to put them in a backseat for about 3 days. But then they have another opportunity to shine again. Because by the time the draft comes around, said and done and gone, you're into your second round. And now most people don't take the first round of the NBA because they talk about them playing games and all that shit. Nobody really takes that serious. But the second round, teams that automatically should be there because they earned their way, oh yeah, they're going to be on it. They are going to be on it. Guys, I dropped a video last night. I did last night. I was going to talk about it on here today, but I didn't want to just make it a focal point and take it up the whole show. But I talked about the Angel Reese situation. So if you haven't had the opportunity to check out my video, make sure you definitely check about it. And let me know what you think about it in the comments. But the title of the video is Toxic or Misunderstood. And I definitely want you guys to make sure you check it out and let me know what you think. It's in all the platforms on Just NFL. It's on the course over here in the basement, as well as the NFL Roundtable. So y'all make sure y'all check it out. But I talked about what I thought about, is it a toxic situation that made the whole Chicago Skies do what they did? Was it she was just a misunderstood person? But please make sure y'all check it out. While y'all there, make sure y'all hit the like button on the video.
What's the goddamn button?
You're goddamn right. Hit the goddamn like button. Guys, I got a whole lot of other stuff coming up. I can't wait. Summertime coming up, man. The summertime is going to be fun. I'm going to have some more content that I'm definitely making sure I'm working on, making sure I'm introducing you guys to, and make sure I want y'all to be a part of it. Got some sport events I want to do. Also, for those who don't know, every season I do a season with Little Hink and I do a one-on-one. This year's going to be a little different. I might not be able to have them in studio, which is my office. I might have to do it via online, which is cool. We're going to have to get him somewhere where he can work it and we can figure it out. But we're going to bring him up online and have some questions. And I want him to talk about how practice is going, his teammates, how's that going on? Building a rapport, building a friendship, building a brotherhood. Talk about what he thinks, how he thinks the team's going to do this season. Does he see the growth and where they, go from the summertime to that part of the season? So looking forward to having that video, because like I said, it's going to be a totally different team. And your boy going to have to get him a jersey. Right? Your boy going to have to get him a new jersey. I'm going to have to retire the IUS jersey. I got to retire my Indiana Southeast jersey and get the new jersey of whatever team he's going to be playing for. I kind of idea, so I'm not going to go into details. I already have an idea where he's going. But, it's not for me to reveal the good news. But definitely looking forward to getting the jersey of the team and make sure I get some gear. Maybe go down there and pick up a T-shirt for my wife and I so we can support Lil Hink and his basketball team. We got baby girl who's going to be going to her school. She will be playing flag football for the college. In case y'all didn't know, flag football's a thing, guys. Ladies out there playing flag football, the guys out there playing football. Matter of fact, it's an Olympic sport. It'll be recognized, I think, in the next Olympics. They already did a lot of test trial of it. Has a few NFL players volunteering to play flag football. So it's a thing. It's not just a leisure sport to be playing somewhere in somebody's backyard. It's a real thing. It's official sport as far as on the high school level. It's official sport on the college level. A lot of these colleges are getting teams now. So shout out to these young ladies who's going to get the opportunity of playing football, even on the next level. And the next level we talk about is college. Matter of fact, I've seen some pro flag football teams. I've seen commercials on those. So shout out to the ladies and the gentlemen who are able to continue to do that on that level. I think it's a privilege. It's an honor. Shout out to them. So looking forward to supporting her, rooting her on. I couldn't get a t-shirt because she plays her high school ball at my rival, and I will not wear that ugly ass cranberry and white. Well, I don't mind wearing cranberry and white. It just, I can't say that team on it. It hurts me to even say the school name, Ballard. For those who are local, who's in the 502 area, you know what I mean. I will support it to the end. I just will not be wearing a Ballard shirt. But when she goes to her prospective school, I will be wearing a shirt in support of her. There's no rivals and no ties to them in a negative way, so I can wear that shirt. But I will not, and I shall not. Because it would be sacrilegious for me to put on that shirt then when I was in high school. They was one of our biggest rivals. She'd give me a hard time because their basketball team beat my basketball team. They beat them bad. They beat the brakes off them boys. We went to the game. I was disappointed. The boys didn't even show up. They was looking bad out there in them streets. But they should be all right in the coming years because they do have a good high school coach, so they should be fine. Who, the coach they have now is a future Hall of Fame coach. It's going to take some time to implement his system. And once they get them involved and up to par, they'll be good. They'll be fine. But not too much about the local scene. Because right now, my local team, my local college scene, it's not doing so well. You know, it's portal season. And that portal's a beast. Portal opened up on April the 7th, and I think it doesn't close till next week. Well, right now, I have no commitments that was from the portal. Now, we do have one freshman commitment, Mo Williams' son, who Mo Williams is currently the new assistant coach for the Kentucky Wildcats. He was at Tennessee State. He is now an assistant coach at UK. So we do have his son on the team. Unfortunately, we don't have nobody else committed. Now, we do have a few of our players transferring. We do have a couple players say they are staying. But we don't have enough to even fill a goddamn roster. That's how crazy this portal is. I was talking the other day about some of the things about the portal. I have no problem with the portal. The portal is beneficial to these young men. They have every right to leave and go where they want to go. They have every right to get all this NIL money that they can get. I shot a video on this the other day. Make sure y'all check that out. But I seen another clip of John Calipari talking about the portal and transferring and all the things. Do they need to get it together? Hell yeah, they need it together. But until they get it together, it's a free fall. As he called them, mercenaries. That's some crazy work to call these young men and young women mercenaries, but that's what he calls them. You know, killers for hire. But that's the game. If a coach is allowed to go where he wants to with no penalties, nothing is going to hold him back, it is what it is. Everybody else on the coach staff could do it. Why should the players be able to have that opportunity? Well, they should. And they are taking advantage of it, and I don't blame them. Get all the money they can. Because some of these guys will not be playing pro. They will be done from college and have to go into the real world and do the real world thing. So I say get all the money you can while you can. Get your money. You deserve the bag. You gave this university your 4+ years. You know what I'm saying? You deserve everything you can get. And if you only gave 1 year, one university here, 1 year, so be it. That's the rules. That's the way the rules set up. You can do it, then do it. And get your money while you're at it. I do not blame them at all. But guys, it's part of the system. Until they change the system, until they fix the system, as they want to say, it is what it is. We could be mad at it. We could feel some type of way. You could do all you want. It is. Nothing you could do. Until they make some changes in the system and how it runs and how it goes, they're going to do what they do. They're going to do what they do. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all. Well, guys, with that being said, I appreciate every last one of y'all. Make sure y'all hit that goddamn like button.
Push the goddamn button.
And if you ain't hit that button while I was, shame on you. If you watch it on replay, hit that goddamn like button.
Push the goddamn button.
You goddamn right. Guys, with that being said, I'm going to work on this mock draft and I'm going to upload the video so y'all can all see it, so y'all can see what my Bears are going to be getting. And whoever your team is, if they play the Bears, shame on your team. Because they're not going to go back to saying. They're going to go back with an L. We handed out L's next season. 12-5 is what I'm predicting right now. With a deep playoff run. 12-5. My prediction right now. Put it in the books. I'm putting it on tape. I'm putting it in 4K. I'm putting it on wax, as some of the old schools will say. I'm putting it on wax. Call it here, right now. I don't care. Say what you want to. Hinky delusion. You said it's a lie. I know. And I'm saying it again. 12-5. Thank it. Like my man Charles Barkley said, guaranteed. I'm calling. Guys, with that being said, I appreciate every last one of you beautiful people here. Make sure y'all hit the like button, and I will catch you beautiful people on the next one. Right on.